Start recording. That is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Who are you?
And welcome everybody to another episode of Rock Solid and Dice. I'm here with the group that is Stromo. This is episode 174.
Let's go with that.
We're gonna go with that for now.
175.
It's a 175.
Wow.
Shit, Tony. When you redo like the episode numbers, it's 175. When I have what 2 174s, I'll figure that out.
We'll edit it out in post, no worries.
Oh yeah, because I totally do that.
How far behind are you?
Alright, yeah,
Like 150?
well, I haven't made banners for any in a long time, but you know, I have actually been posting them because I just pop them up to YouTube and then I just walk away.
Isn't that what YouTube's for?
Yeah, pretty much for free hosting service. Yes, that's pretty much it. Anyway, speaking of that, what happened last time?
Last time, we finally defeated the false Joy that had taken over the Spring Court and restored the real Prince of Joy to his mantle once more, who in exchange offered each of us a boon of various different means and such. I don't remember them all, so it's your guys, you remember it. It's your stuff.
Neil wanted Bravaxis' head, and so he ended up being given 2 of the general.
Yeah, 2 of the knights.
2 of the knights, thank you.
Court, yeah.
And then you wanted
I got a tear of
joy and hope for your brother, so you were given the tear. Matt wanted to give up his tattoos to the captain, and so Joy summoned Davy Jones to remove the tattoos and give it over to Tom's character, and then Movaes didn't want anything, and now is
A clever play.
a very clever plot, and is now the High Visor, and was given the Cauldron of Creation.
That's the trick, is you decline gifts, Captain.
That doesn't matter. That
And the sidereal vizier.
There you go.
Right left.
Oh yeah, you got the reject.
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 There we go. The name
The
is
So
name
close.
Reject.
Yeah, Reject.
And a free tattoo.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good boon.
Yeah.
So yes, we took a long rest finally, spending the night in the court, during which Gaelic up Movaes destroy the flower, the undying flower that had corrupted Joy or had led him to have his position usurped in the first place in the court there.
Yep.
And the next morning, Strawn drew a few more cards and the quantum leapt through the time. It has actually the fisherman. It's in character. The Kiddick is just absolutely boggled. He's not used to not being able to understand something. It just can't wrap his head around it. It's driving him nuts. Finally. Yes, Strom is back with us for now. He might not be with us for long because whatever task the Banshee Queen has for him next, but we have him with us, and we were about to prepare to set off to the Court of the Heartless Queen next.
And you got that other card where you can undo one thing, basically.
That's right. Yes.
That's right.
Still have that.
And it's like it didn't happen at all. That's cool.
So, how do you guys go to the Heartless Queens? You guys teleport there, or okay.
Yeah, I'll use my
Call an Uber.
Uber Movaes.
Uber Movaes.
Uber Movaes.
Sounds
It's called Urk. Or from Urk.
And there you go.
So, okay, if everyone's willing to start there, you find yourselves at the heart of a great maze. Every direction you look, there you see an entrance out into a maze that sprawls far into the distance. You are at the center of this maze, and it is a large center. You would almost believe it's a mile across in all directions. At the very center, you see 6 roads that lead to a castle that is made of both stone and trees that have wound themselves and binded themselves together. a very similar drawbridge across a moat of molten silver. Water is drawn down. A large golden dragon rests in front of the drawbridge leading into the Heartless Queen's castle. What do you do?
Do you remember the path to the castle? It's been such a long time.
Do I know how to? I've been here before, so do I know how to?
You generally just have to address. If you were
I think
invited,
we're not.
which you know you are, you shouldn't have an issue with the dragon.
Okay.
The dragon essentially knows whom is invited.
Okay.
If he's referenced, does anybody remember? In case we have to remember.
Big cow, get off the laptop.
mind.
So then, if I know the way, then I'm gonna say, if you follow me, and I'm gonna take them into the castle.
The dragon doesn't shift as you walk by. It's almost statuesque. You'd almost think it's just a giant golden statue, when in fact it's just resting and that's still. You pass by the drawbridge. As you do, you see a Kenku in similar armor as before.
Silverwing or Goldwing?
Silverwing with gold.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
one of the other.
A gold-tinted Kenku named Silverwing, who is a knight of the Heartless Queen. One of her 6. He stands by the gate entrance. The gate is open. He is not barring your path. You continue past.
I'll say, good day, Sir Silverwing.
Do you think the queen cursed him with golden wings to mock his namesake?
Cannot presume why the queen makes the decisions that she does.
Decadic and Mauvais. Roll me a investigation or insight check.
Insight.
Each render different information. Choose which one you would do.
Do investigation.
I will do insight. As soon as I find my character sheet.
The one that says Mauvais.
No.
22 investigation.
22. Piddly number. How dare you?
Jesus. Useless. 7 plus 11, 18.
18. Very good. So, Cassie, we'll start with you. You passed by the dragon. You got the dragon doesn't give off much. It's one of the few golden dragons that's here on Gulasi that is not in at the moon. What's the nest?
Saphir?
Saphir, thank you.
Hey, I'm from
That's
there.
not at Saphir proper.
Sort of.
Is it the moon?
Oh, that's right.
That's one of the moons. There are two
Bronze
moons,
dragon.
Relic and Saphir.
Okay.
The moon of Relic is where the giants live, and Saphir is where the metallic dragons live. There's a splitting, a known split between the chromatic and the metallics. The chromatic stayed here, and the metallics.
Was the Moonlit King on a secret third moon?
Oh, he actually, you have been on his secret third moon.
Yes, I was just making sure. Was that a secret? That was a secret third
It's
moon.
basically a meteorite. If
Okay.
you look closely enough, you can see it flying in the air, but it's just a large meteorite
Okay.
that's there.
That's funny.
That's where his
The
moonlit
Gazetteer
tower
spy
is.
weather balloon.
Yes.
Topical comedy.
Ah.
God. They would make one of those. All right. So,
Am I the only one that speaks
You-
Kenku?
you
Can
sense
Kenku speak?
unease from the dragon as you pass by Golden Wing or
sometimes.
Silverwing. He does this, but as he looks at you, he darts his eyes back and forth, and he gives you. It's like a look of caution, as you begin to walk inside, you notice that very few of the servants seem to be rushing back and forth. They seem to be panicked.
Before we get too far away, then I'm gonna telepathy connect to Silverwing.
Mhm.
My friend, what troubles you?
It doesn't belong here, but it's here.
What is?
The seasons meet, but they are in parallel. Autumn cannot visit spring.
Autumn is here.
With that, Decadic, with your investigation,
Maybe my princess is here.
this is the spring court. Like, why are the leaves wilting on this tree as you're passing by? There's all these wilting leaves. Like, it looks like something's like the leaves are just starting to wilt. Just getting a hint of it as you pass by. As you ask about Autumn, his eyes dart towards the throne room.
I'm going to stop us mid-step. Put my hands out and stop us. Something is wrong. I am being told Autumn is here, and they're not supposed to be here.
Well, if the princess is here, that will save me a journey, so that's convenient. Hopefully. Well, they're here to kill me again. I hope so.
So what's so bad about Autumn?
They don't visit. The seasons exist in parallel and do not overlap. Autumn is not meant to be here.
And autumn and spring are very far. Winter and spring touch.
Yes.
Winter and summer and spring touch.
Yep.
Those are the furthest apart.
Yep. Yeah.
That you know. So
Yeah.
The beginning of life versus the beginning of death.
Spring transitions to summer, transitions to fall, transitions to winter. Spring spring holds hands with winter and summer, but spring and autumn do not meet.
Ah, global warming.
Where I come from, we have early spring, wet spring, snowy spring.
Are you from Iowa? Like, what's going on here?
Yes, it is a county university.
Whoa, who knew? Okay. Great.
Oh, God.
So what's the worst that could happen?
The fisherman's come.
Oh, he is gone.
Right. Well, I guess he'll be doing that. That makes
Yeah, right? The time
What's-
shenanigans.
What's the worst that could happen, Tony? Is what he just asked Movaes. And
it's unheard of.
Yeah.
Like they don't visit each other.
Summer's
They don't even
singing.
border each other. You know at the center of all. You know that Atlantis is at the center of all seasons, right? And it acts as the spoke, right? And these are two different axes that meet at the spoke but never cross past the spoke, right? They don't touch on sides.
okay.
They're known to have relations within the seasons that they touch, but they're never known to have relations in which seasons they don't touch. It's just weird.
So my answer is I don't know. This is unprecedented.
Well, with the death of the summer court, there's a good chance this is really beginning to show the signs. As you well know, since the Summer King died and it's not the
Yes,
whole court has been
I'm
gone.
absolutely aware of the whole summer court being gone.
The Summer King who consolidated all of the court's power
Of
into
course,
himself.
yes, I knew this.
And
Well,
This is a thing I knew.
died.
Given what he just said,
Yes.
like that does bring
That's a huge.
like-
There's no way you wouldn't have
There's a
known.
vacuum. There's
Yes.
a power vacuum there.
that, and that gives you a thought. Like, what is this? Is this a power grab?
Yeah. Like, why would Autumn overstep? Unless Autumn has overstepped and is now trying to step more.
technically, Summer King's not dead. We know where he is, and it's
I mean, we knew it
worse
was
than death.
He might
But
still fight it,
technically,
but, you know,
it's
it's been a bit.
we've been busy. Okay, we keep coming across stuff.
Because spring was wearing white pants after Labor Day.
What?
What?
Labor Day is not September. Shit. Oh my god.
Why is Autumn celebrating the 4th of July? Everything is wrong.
This is the wrongness.
I don't think we've had any interactions with the King or Queen of Autumn.
Nope. Gonna be changed, sounds
Dodged
like.
that bullet so far.
All right, well. Be on your guard.
Oh, just killed one Fey Prince. What's the next one?
Roll me a religion check, Cassie.
The gold dragon just turns and looks at you.
Hey, I'm metallic too, bro.
I didn't pay on the die.
He's like, sure you are.
15, 18?
18.
I'm getting a call
Okay.
from my grandmother.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah,
sorry.
go for it, go for it.
No, that's fine.
Hello? Hey, what do you need?
Here,
A true religion check.
we'll take a quick break. After these
That's right.
messages, we'll be right back. Where's the we'll be right back symbol? It doesn't count if it's not there.
Donde está mi strong?
My mouse is losing its mind right now. There we go. There we go. We'll be right. There we go. And almost muted. Okay, we're back. All right, so you rolled an 18 on a religion check. You can ask me 5 things about the Autumn Court.
Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. 5 things about the Autumn Court.
5 things about the Autumn Court. Doesn't have to be big, just what
Yeah.
comes to mind.
What sounds good? What do we need to know?
Things about king or queen. The princess is the only one we know anything about. She's the lady of answers.
So who are the king and queen?
Yeah.
Who are the king and queen of the Autumn Court?
The king. The king of the Autumn Court is Nalen, the Lord of Rot, god of assassins and decay. It's associated with lost things and famine, worshipped by assassins primarily. His priests can be his followers can be distinguished by their many scars. He tends to his knights are survivors of the 9 plagues. It's called the Trials of the 9. If you survive the 9 most horrendous plagues that Gulassi has to offer, you can become one of his knights, and he grants you power. The queen is the queen of the harvest, Aliel.
How do you spell it?
Aliyl.
Okay.
And she's more worshipped by farmers, right? People seeking the harvest, a bounty. Her holy symbol is more represented by the scythe. She seems to be always decorated as if going out to a summer festival from a autumn festival from the field, right? Very simple farm clothing associated with that.
Okay.
Communist.
Okay. What else? Maybe is there any reason, anything in the history that would lead us to believe that they would be here trying to usurp the power here, or
Something like that.
Yeah, any history between Autumn and Spring Court, even though they shouldn't have much to do.
any concerning history then that
Past grudges. or
past
such.
grudges, anything of that nature?
No concerning history. They have no history. But Autumn is known to have a long and battered history with Summer. The Lord of Rot was known to commonly duel the Summer King openly for territory. Their borders danced back and forth.
Jackson Balls.
Say for
It's-
Summer King having all of his court's power versus Autumn King not, presumably.
Mm-hmm. It was the same for Winter as well, if that makes sense.
So summer and winter.
Summer and Winter.
Often fought for territory,
Yeah.
seems like in general.
Okay.
Winter Court is known to fight for territory as well. Summer is as well. They're very contesting courts where Spring doesn't. It's not their thing. They don't even really have much of a standing army. They just have a lot of knights.
So spring has been historically peaceful.
Yeah. There's just been no reason to fight the hippies. And Spring does have one of the largest territories, but their territories are magically some of the poorest, but are bounty-wise, just to the normal person, great. Good farmland, good place to settle. They have the largest population.
Okay.
Any big world events the Autumn Court's been involved in recently?
Okay. Big world events that Autumn has been involved in.
The Lord of Rot specifically is been rumored to be associated with both the Blight of Bern and the fall of Valish Donna. entire country is wrought up in disease and rot.
The fall of what?
Valishdana.
Isn't it?
Anybody know what that is?
Is
Is Valishdana like a country or?
that the northern place that the thing came from? That wrecks
Yes.
the island, right? Okay, yeah.
Ice continent to the north or something.
John
like that,
Carpenter's
right?
the thing, but North Pole instead of South.
Yes.
It was you would know, most people know it just as a fallen elven kingdom that no one is allowed to visit under punishment of death.
Now that it's fallen.
Yes, it fell, but it fell long ago,
Okay.
like many thousands of years.
At least 3 elf lives ago.
Yeah. Burns, kind of like Valyria in Game of Thrones, another fallen, but it's more easily accessible.
Yeah, and more recent, within the last 300 years.
You might have been there.
I might have been. I don't know. I'm over 300, so. But I would
What was
have
that noise? Huh?
I would have been very young if that was the case.
Sure thing, Grandma.
There's a lot of other prominent events, but it's mostly just tension, right? Autumn is known as they're known to contest territory a lot. They're not known for their powerful warriors, but for their powerful spellcasters.
Yeah.
Autumn is China, winter is Russia, and summer is America if we accidentally nuked ourselves, basically.
Fallout now.
Yeah, basically.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 3.
Mhm.
What else?
You can hold them for later too, if you want.
Yeah, let's save them because
Okay.
I can't think of anything else relevant, but I might.
Okay. So what do you do now?
I'm running on a tight timeline, so I can't really leave and come back.
No.
Gotta get this into her.
Okay.
I'd rather not become one of those wonderful creatures you introduce yourself on.
Do you
I
think-
can't imagine why.
Yeah.
They're so
What
pleasant.
business did you have to do for her again, Captain?
He's got something to give her.
The grass skills heart.
Oh, yes,
Still?
That's right.
Yeah. It's a little.
That's like what
It's smelly.
I was gonna say. It's in game. It's like 6 months old.
Not in game. Our game has been traveling very slowly time wise.
That
Look,
would-
I had till season's end, and I was told I'm not in. I had 15 days when she showed up in game.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. It feels a lot longer than that.
So 45 days old.
It's a demon heart. It was rotted to begin with.
Okay, good point.
Not to mention a roach heart of all things. Like, come on. It's gross.
Yeah, trying to preserve it in ice would actually ruin it.
Well,
After
we see
you,
what's
go
going
see
on,
our
right?
queen again.
As you walk into the front gate, you see a figure you have met before. Alorian, the River King.
Okay.
You met him back
That
in
is the princess's dad.
Yeah.
Or the Lady of Answer's dad. She the princess? Is that
No. That was her knight.
Oh, okay.
There's the Lady of Answer's knight, who you have met before.
Yes. She's got a cool axe, if I recall.
Mm-hmm. And he's sitting there. He does have his axe with him. It is strapped to his back. It is peace bound. He's there. Another one of the Heartless Queen's knights is there. It is an armored figure with a giant hole where the chest is, and it just seems to be it's just a giant punctured hole, like something had reached in and tore out where the heart is. But
Like when the queen
there's-
took my heart for a minute.
could be very similar, except what you notice is it just seems to be armor that's walking around animated. It doesn't look like there's anyone inside of it. He is. Those two are flanking each other. on the right side. On the left side, you see a robed man. You only see his arms are fully exposed, covered in boils. He has a sickeningly black wooden sword, chiseled in with bits of sharpened rock on it, and his face isn't obscured by the cloak, but much like the Elephant Man, it itself is so twisted and horrid that it's barely a face. You can recognize some lips and some eyeballs. The rest of it is, well, is his chin on the left or is his chin on the right? You're not sure.
Gross.
He is right by another knight. It is a fairy, about a foot tall, missing his eyeballs. They're just empty sockets. As you kind of look at the fairy, though, with the empty sockets kind of go on forever, like black voids. Very similar to what Scarlet's look like.
I think I found a fake whore I don't want to join.
Cassie, you would recognize that these Knights of Autumn are flanked by Knights of Spring. They're both here. As you walk over, the doors open themselves. You see the Heartless Queen sitting on her throne. Then there are two people sitting on either side, not directly beside her, but in front of her as if taking court. One is a very small figure, maybe 4 or 5 feet tall, very petite, wearing a light green cloak and dress cloak with white and silver trimming, and the one next to them is a very plain looking elven creature with the long true fey ears. One of the ears is very badly wilted from the back. The hair is black and seems to be very badly cut, or is like decaying or like breaking in the back. And his right hand is entirely shriveled up into like a small shriveled mess. Like it's like a half arm that's not even fully formed. That's what you see from the back. And of course the Heartless Queen is there, made of growth, tree growth, giant hole where her chest is, where her heart is, with a pulsing light. And she has her green eyes. She looks and she says, "Ah, you returned. Just on time. Just as Princess you said they would arrive. To the minute. Please, have enter. I would not have my hearth be cold to visitors." And she sits back on her throne made of a tree. So the tree itself is just kind of growing right there behind her.
Okay, I'm gonna make my way in.
Yeah, that's her.
I'll lead us in.
I take it from your presence you were successful.
Indeed, your son has been restored to his status.
Quicker than my spies. Very good, my dear. High Vizier.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Promises kept, promises rewarded. Napt pupil. And my hedge knight.
Yes, I've come to complete our deal. Throw a bag out Reach into one bag, pull out a smaller bag, throw that out.
As you throw the bag out and makes a meaty thud. The woman is still facing towards the queen. You can only see the back of her long, as she pulls back her cloak, long spilling red hair, almost violently red. The other figure turns in his chair. It makes it as it's just being turned. Like he doesn't stand up. He's just turning in the chair, and the chair is kind of turning, wood against stone kind of sound. And you see the face of the Lord of Rot. He, plain looking, ivory skin, long, flowing, dark brown hair, his badly unkempt and frizzled, as if it itself is discolored. The eyes, the color of tree bark. And this is them. Crew of the Nostromo.
Of course you've heard of us.
Yes. I was told her couriers did an excellent job. He stands up and he walks over to the bag. Our deal has been struck. A bargain made. He picks up the heart in his hand. This will do very nicely.
Whose heart is this in?
So this is a Grayscale, the demon roach who killed Moonlit King and took his place.
Okay, got it.
Yes.
Okay, I knew it was Moonlit King somewhere.
Yes.
He opens up his cloak as it does its own portable hole, and he puts the heart in there, closing the cloak. A difficult job. Assassinating a king in his own court, in his own tower.
We're becoming proficient at it.
Yes, proficient killers. Indeed. Blessed be the blood on your hands, all of you.
I put people back together. I don't kill people.
Pretty sure I washed up before I came in here.
Huh?
Out damn spot.
As is the agreement, a bargain struck. I shall leave your lands and gift you 3 deaths. Queen of the Empty Heart. He bows and walks past. As he walks past, he's going to try to reach out to touch you suddenly in the face with his horrible pockmarked hand.
Pass.
Pass. Roll me a reflex.
Ooh. 18.
18. Pass. As he reaches out suddenly for probably the most fucked up game of tag, you just dodge out of the way very quickly.
Orcs are nimble.
I'm a dragonborn.
Yeah, he's a dragonborn.
Copper and something.
Quick, are you? Very quick. Something strength is the greatest boon. I say the speed.
Fey kings don't fall to slowness.
No, they do not. No, they do not. Many deaths I
I'm
see
not touching that.
in your future. Screams asking for mercy. I pray you give them nothing. Good day. May your graves rot slowly as he walks by.
Is that a blessing or a curse?
I think he was flirting.
As he's just going to slowly walk, as he does, the other guy's going with him. If you don't engage, he's not engaging. The other one doesn't move. The lady. She
The
turns.
redhead?
Yeah,
Okay.
the redhead. She turns around towards you. Very pale skin, waist length, red hair, flaming red eyes, the color of polished oak. With a bright smile. Hello. I do apologize for our father. I am Mandela, the Lady of Answers. We have met before.
It is good to greet you again.
Of course, of course. You have business with your queen. I would take business with you after.
It's like you knew what I was gonna ask.
I already do. Except for one thing. One word out of your mouth is hidden from me. But not to be spoken yet. As the eyes find themselves on you. She turns around and she walks out and she says, I shall wait for you outside the gate. My presence is unnatural here.
Yes, you seem to have upset the members of this land. You and your father.
Most are upset by the answers. The truth is hard. Harder here. The ear that hears it, the mind that accepts it. But the truth still abides.
Not a big fan of it myself.
She walks out, and the doors actually close now. The Heartless Queen visibly rests.
Question. Do I need to pull the damn thing out of my portable hole, or can I reach in and touch it?
You can.
Okay. I'm going to immediately, assuming that I have etiquette enough to understand that it wouldn't be a bad thing, but I would like to fix the curling leaves that are in here.
Go for it.
As long as
Queen, it could go either direction.
I don't know.
She's a wild card.
Is she? Alright, well that's good.
Yeah.
You can go for it.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to restore them. So I will reach and use creation and undo what has been done.
What rot, what hawking had happened on these leaves, what diseases had started to visit them, crumble and fall like loose dust on a shelf, until nothing but greenery and fervent life exists in this room.
I am also relieved.
You can almost tell, like, she had a couple of her leaves that were on her that started to become pockmarked and slowly are starting to repair themselves. That is a presence I hope not to have to visit again. But with the boundaries of summer gone, autumn is at our doorstep.
The people are uneasy.
This summer is recorded as the coldest yet in history in the last 5,000 years. The Lady of Answers told me that next summer will be colder. The next summer will be colder after that. The days of summer will become shorter until they are none. Autumn and winter will fill the void. Spring gains no ground.
But it doesn't seem like we lose ground either. For now.
We maintain our existence.
But the balance.
The balance is shattered. I feel it weaken. The Lady of Answers has gifted me with a date. Let me visit the calendar real quick. If this pock upon the land is not
Keep it to yourself. We're busy.
if by Phyrexia, the first day of true summer, the Summer King does not find himself in his seat, I am told the mantle of summer will have been shattered and its powers will be repurposed for something new. Similar to this Orcus that has gifted our lands with death. A new power will rise. More established than the ones you just smoked.
Good news, it's after Bravaxis' ascension, so we can table it for now.
That's good.
And we do technically know where it is, if we need. Unless, the options later.
Yes.
One thing at a time.
I am told that the answer is uncertain whether you will succeed or not. It is a moment in flux. The Banshee Queen will not answer my calls. And as she does it, she dead eyes, like she's basically eye fucking you right now, Matt.
It's a very angry fuck.
Yeah. Is there any other kind?
Hi.
But I'm sure her knight knows. I can no longer be in play in this. I'm doing everything I can to maintain the balance here. Spring can lose no ground. Now that our son has been restored, he needs time.
To heal. He's weak. The mantle has restored him, but only so far.
It may take hundreds of years for him to come back into his power. He is like a child again, fresh. But for hundreds of years. But it feels like such a short time. A season, at best, to decide the fate of the courts. The gods control many things, but we control the seasons of change. Without us, there are no seasons. It's chaos.
What would it take to restore the summer court?
Crowns of power. The Summer King, in his pride and his avarice, slew his queen, his sons, and took their power. Many years ago, in a bid to win the war against Tiamat. He won the war, but he gained his moniker, Kinslayer. There are no Fae of summer left. He was it. Even if you receive back the crowns, I know not what to do with them. Well, I know what to do with them, but I'm certain you know that even I am not trusted with that power. I would be tempted. Spring forever, well, is a tempting offer. But I have seen what his avarice has brought upon him, and I worry it upon my own hands. My king cares not. He is the Lord of Air. He is everywhere and nowhere. My son is weak. My daughter is not meant for that. Winter has also been weakened. With the Moonlit King re-restored to power, he is also a child again. The only court unmolested is Autumn. Autumn stands at the pinnacle of their power. All the other courts have been weakened.
So we just need to kill us.
So you want us to go molest Autumn?
D&D out of context.
Unlike spring and winter, the autumn court comes to its own aid immediately. An assault on one is an assault upon all. You have battled a singular power. Each of those powers you battled were new to the crown. They were but children. The Roach was new to the power. He had his own power, but he was new to it. He was but a child with a king's sword. The same for this goat.
It existed in too many places.
Yes.
We saw but a single branch of what it was.
I would suggest, well, the Lord of Rock would welcome you, if you can. He enjoys embracing heroes, but caution the way he tests them is a pox on their families.
I figured you were going to end up having the Roach serve on your court, like your dragon and others. Why give it to the Autumn Lord? What's he going to do with it?
Assurances. If you fail, I need to secure my border. Winter and fall are going to be in a power vacuum. I wish winter to not use my borders as a gateway to summer. Fall has agreed to not extend its borders past that of summer if you fail. All of that was assurances. I don't know if you'll succeed, but I will bet against your failure.
And the 3 deaths?
Yes. Once again, I temper against winter. The Queen of Summer Magic and I are not close friends.
You mean Autumn? The Queen of Summer Magic?
No, the Magic Queen, for the Winter Queen is magic and such. Sean worked with her for a bit.
I gotcha.
Oh yeah, you would know the Queen of Yeah, the Queen of Night and Magic. Sorry, Queen of Night and Magic.
Night and magic. Okay, got it. So the Winter Queen.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, I was confused because I thought the Summer Queen was
Yeah.
dead.
No, sorry.
Very
I
confused.
Very dead.
said a word. I meant another one. But yes. But Sistara and I are not close. But if she knows if I hold a deadly option, if my finger is on the button, they need not invade. These are my plans. I would ask, what are yours? You need not reveal them. You are no longer burdened by me. You are a free hedge knight at this point. I am allowed 6. You are now roaming, a free agent. I'm down to 5 knights, personally now. But remember, you go in my name. But barely. My little Rogan.
I'll be sure to open up your slot again when I can.
Perhaps, if you fail, I may need that knight. Is there any other business that you need with me? This may be the last time we meet.
Remind me, Tony, if I'm remembering right with the 4 courts, each one has a different monarch that's like the pinnacle of that court. So like the king for summer, obviously, and then the Queen of Winter is the pinnacle of winter, right? And the Prince of Joy for spring, and then the Princess of Autumn for autumn. Is that right?
Yes, they have their own pinnacles for each. Technically, they all have what's considered the pinnacle, right? Mab is the Queen of Winter. She is the unseen queen, right? Yeah. The lead of Titania is the Princess of Spring, right? All together they are. It's a very Captain Planet kind of thing.
Captain Planet.
Yeah, I'll be honest. You said the king. That completely slipped my mind that a king of the spring court would exist. I was like, oh right, we've been dealing with the queen so much. He was just like, she's the head.
Trust me, he's got a whole write-up. There's a reason why you just don't see him, because he's flighty as fuck.
Nice.
Literally.
He's strong, but he's flighty as fuck.
So for autumn, the princess is the pinnacle, the Lady of Answers.
4 answers. I mean, she's yeah. Well, she's not the pinnacle, but she is basically the pinnacle of spring is Midas, the Prince of Autumn. But the Lady of Answers she's the goddess of knowledge and desire, right? She's associated with shadows, daydreams, and business.
So hear me out. We've become the summer court.
Pass.
I don't know. I mean, you could just wear all the crowns. It worked well for him.
No.
Kept countries upon countries at bay, stopping from war.
And gave Aster only one target he needed to take out to completely ruin.
Most of this was peace, because all he had to do was take out one city, and the rest behaved.
Yes, the Great Burning. When he burned the
Or a few
capital
cities.
of every warring city until they stopped.
This was the Summer King?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he disappeared, and then new countries showed up in his lands.
He was a little temperamental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, America, if it nukes itself by accident.
Yeah, that sounds right.
If you have someone wise in that position,
Don't look at me. I don't want that responsibility. Give it to him. Wait, don't give it to him.
you're absolutely right. I can take it.
No. No. Absolutely not. Oh my god.
I'll accept that.
No.
If I may ask, my heartless queen, would you find it preferable if the Summer King were to be restored back to his rightful place, or would you rather see a new figure inherit that crown, if possible?
I knew him when he was young. Good soul. Willing to do anything for the greater good. He was pride and madness near the end. Willing to do anything for the greater good. Anything.
Can't have the right idea.
If I had a desire, I would love for there to be a queen again, a king again, a prince again, a princess again. I would enjoy balance and harmony. There is a reason why the crowns are split. Power corrupts, absolutely. I know it would for me. I would love it. This is why I do not want it. Both the birth of joy and the loss should not exist in the same party. So, is there anything else that I can do for the crew of the Nostromo?
You wouldn't happen to have a floating castle just laying around, would you?
Quite strong.
I possess the ability to give you that.
I don't know if we want the captain to have that now. After hearing what he just said about nuking cities.
Yeah.
Are we the bad guys? Is that the bad guys?
He did the things for the greater good. Shouldn't
I
that
would
be
look
up your alley?
May I ask-
You guys could be my court.
What is your next plans are?
That's gonna happen. And then I'm gonna end up in the chair next to you, keeping you on the right in the right direction.
And
And
it's either you in the chair next to me or him.
you, me, we got this. We got this.
Would this be the spirit of the Summer King taking over again, as I understand tends to happen to the newcomers to the crown? They slowly lose themselves to the original embodiments.
Would it happen again if someone
Yes.
were to wear the crown?
Yes.
Yes.
Good luck.
Over a period.
Why I didn't want the winter cave when I had the chance.
We're gonna be laughing about koalas while you're going crazy.
Over a period of hundreds of
And?
years, your soul will slowly die, and the spirit of the Summer Kings will grow. Like a plant eating the soil to grow. Some of your lives would be extended, but your spirit would die, slowly over time. You wouldn't even realize it at first. Intrusive thoughts, I am told, is what it was like. Ice assumed this body long, long ago. I don't even remember who she was. Maybe I am her. Little bit of the mother in me.
So do you know when the Summer King consolidated the crowns of his court, are they still separate or did they forge into one single mantle?
He wore them as bands upon his left arm. 3 bands on his left arm, 1 crown upon his head. They were separate, always separate.
Man,
Oh my, wait.
she's apparently got a good itch.
Oh,
How's your leg taste?
So
It's not
with
your
keen
fault.
mind,
Just to eat that thing.
can I remember? Because I feel like I was the one who had the vision of the Summer King and the Plain of Aster, like basically being
Mm-hmm.
chained up in prison and used as a battery. Would I remember if he still had his crown and the bands on his arm?
Is that some good shit?
Apparently.
Yes, he still did have them.
All
They,
of them?
they were on him. He was just in a sphere.
Okay.
So we don't need to take the crown, we can just free the king.
Roll me an intelligence check to see the parts that you remember, right?
Yeah.
Obviously you remember it, but like you're trying to like pull pieces and like do
Yeah,
this.
even in game it was a while ago.
So give me an investigation check, right? You have a perfect memory. You got that feat, but
It's 21.
21. Okay. What 3 things do you want to know? Right, Jesus.
Yeah, I don't remember. I remember having
It was in the temple.
yeah. A
Temple
vision.
of Elemental Evil.
It's when you guys were
Burn the burn.
stuck in there, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, pleasant.
Yes.
I was
I
definitely
had-
nowhere near that.
It was terrible.
I bet it was.
Yes.
Way to get smooth. By the way, you don't wear yellow, do you?
Nope.
Good.
Yeah. Don't ever
We got a
wear
history.
yellow.
I won't. Don't worry. I wear green.
With okay, first question with just to explore other options of resolving this. Is it possible to make a new mantle for a court empress? If we're
Oh, you're going over theoretical? I mean, theoretically, anything's possible.
I've got this great like pot thing that creates all sorts of stuff.
That's true. That's true. We do have that. Which
Just sacrifice the Lord of Rot, throw him in.
But you would need the old one to craft the new one. Right.
okay.
You can't just create one whole cloth. This is a spark of divinity. Right?
Gotcha. I wasn't sure. I was like, old one, can't find it expired. Here's the new one, guys. Okay. All right.
So we can't just throw any god in the pot and make a new crown.
No.
Make a stew, baby.
And then,
What about 3 or 4 demigods to do
Yeah.
that?
let that stop us from trying.
It wouldn't be what you need, right? It is a domain.
Yeah.
It is power. Right.
How about a whole bunch of clerics?
So what we need is to start a cult. A
Zarmak!
strong religion. Yeah, I know just the guy. He's more of a follower. I don't know why he does the leading thing. No.
Well, he can
But
find
yeah,
them.
is it
so-
possible? Sure. You need the crowns though, which you saw on him.
Okay. Yeah. So.
But you would know that could be dangerous too, because if you try to change what they are.
Yeah. I was thinking more like
Divide that by 13.
if he was removed from this plane of existence and there was a vacuum, if it was possible to fill that with like a replacement vacuum.
Well, I mean, you basically have to put the crowns on somebody.
Right.
Yes, rock.
It's
Wow,
like
the
plugging
heat
a
of sun.
battery into a remote, right?
So.
2 more questions.
You just sneak up behind
So
somebody.
based off that memory, what you were seeing,
There you
it's
go,
more.
another king of summer.
Shazam!
So.
No touch back.
Just gotta hope it gets diablerized quick and that he's not a bad person.
I'm just trying to think of how to phrase these.
Put it on him and then just
Is
put
there
him
any-
go to sleep.
Is there any way to empower the Summer King to, like, spirit bomb, give him, like, energy to, like, break free from his bonds in the plane, like, if we were to somehow restore this court on Gildathy?
Keep clapping.
So
Yes.
Or-
the issue that you have right now that you saw from your vision, right, is you saw physical chains, a chain of fire, a chain of earth, a chain of water, a chain of air.
That's right.
These things are binding him in place. While these exist, he cannot be free. He's bound by them.
What if we were to kill Haster?
I mean, that's the simplest and hardest solution, probably. But, those chains are tied to the 4 Titans of Gulasi, right? That Hester took over.
From what your understanding is, yes, by looking at those chains. Oop, my mouse is losing its mind. There we go. It's back. Yes, those are charged to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5. There is the Dawn Titan, who's the embodiment of currently corrupted, so destruction, corruption, and gluttony. There's the Elder Tempest, who is the embodiment of stealing, fracturing, and envy. There's Uldara, the embodiment of weakness, exhaustion, and wrath. There's Y.C. Bin, which is the corrupted into devastation, fear, and arrogance, and Ogre Mok, the corruption of betrayal, ruin, and corruption. There we go.
At one point, the fire element was in Bravaxis's old lair.
Yeah, was in the process of
That
being converted, and then
those mirror things,
yeah, those mirror
mirror knights or
that
something
we
like
fought.
that.
Yeah. So
It's true. That volcano you found did seem to have a portal to the Dawn Titan.
yeah, but I think we went back there later, and he wasn't there anymore, if I remember right.
You didn't see the Dawn Titan there.
The Dawn Titan himself was there before.
Yes. And then he wasn't there.
Yes.
So, presumably, if we were to slay the Titans, which I'm sure would be easy, that would also potentially free the Summer King. So,
Or at least make it
Side quest.
possible that he could be freed. Those
yeah,
are the chains he's bound
weaken
by.
them enough that he could break free.
Of course, if he gets freed, he may just also annihilate a country immediately as they took his lands.
That too, which brings me to my third question.
Mhm.
How
This is not yours. And it is not yours.
You have a good eye.
if we wanted to, how would someone be raised to the Summer Court? If we wanted to appoint someone as the new
You put the
queen
crown
or
on her head.
prince to serve alongside the king, if we were to free him, is there? Would we it would just have to be like get the bands off his arm, and bestow that, or?
It's as simple as putting the crown on your head.
Okay.
Something so simple, yet so complicated.
We have to get it from him first, because he has them all.
That's right.
That's the complicated
yes.
part. Well, and specifically, he has them on him, but who has him?
I don't know where he is.
It doesn't do us any good. It's,
Aster has his court, and they seem to have him bound.
Who is this?
Haster, brother of Cthulhu, like literally, like he's
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
The King in Yellow, Lord of the Yellow Side.
yeah. We were captured. We met all on a slave ship where we were all branded with this mark, basically to be used as like servants or sacrifices serving him, and if we were to perma-die, our souls would basically be swallowed up by him.
Oh, great.
So we have a direct line to him, kinda, sort of, but it's just a matter of getting to. And we've been to the Temple of Elemental Evils, where his cults like basically set up home base, so that would be like final dungeon territory.
You know that that is the Blight of Bern.
Mhm.
It was known to be the lead temple to the elements. So what you know them as is where they currently are during the corruption 300 years ago. Like Mandragora, the Dawn Titan, was the embodiment of fire, passion, and purity, and enlightenment. He was corrupted by the Blight of Bern to become destruction, corruption, and gluttony.
Okay.
Lovely. So, side quest.
Side quest. This is why so many people don't ever finish the games. Okay? So they get lost in the side, lost in the side quests.
That's how we roll.
Oh yeah, the embodiment of like Ogremok is earth, loyalty, and endurance. And cities, betrayal, ruin, and weakness. It's weakness.
Alright, so sounds like
You know historically the Blighted Burn was caused by, well, you just know it happened because there was a war between Griggledon,
Yeah.
and it's a known event, the war between Griggledon and Burn. And
I would have been a kid. I would have been
Yeah.
a child at that point.
it's very much, the fall of Burn was a big deal because it was one of the stronger nations, all of a sudden became this small island nation, and Burn itself became this corrupted wilderness.
Okay.
And its gods went mad. Anyway, I'm gonna use Spasm. You guys talk it out. Figure out what you guys are gonna do next. You got your answers? Kinda.
yeah. I was hoping maybe it'd be something like some way to not restore the summer core, but like build up like power for it to like I don't know, like give energy to the king or like something to like make freeing him somewhat easier. But it doesn't really sound like that.
No.
To restore the court, you probably have to forcibly take the bands and give them to somebody else.
How do we get to the bands?
By getting to the king, by getting to Hester, by
The temple, taking out those titans, or purifying them is probably a better term for it. Less destroying them and more hopefully restoring them to their original states.
we only got a couple months to do it. Oh yeah, let me get an actual
Are
date
we
count
even
here.
Are we even high enough level at this point? Like, I know we're at 20, but like,
Yeah, it'd be
how on earth does Tony go over 20? Like,
He said it was possible. But don't let wisdom get in the way of our bad decisions.
I am a beacon of wisdom. Okay.
I'll have you know I'm a beacon of bad decisions.
Well, we're gonna just.
You use logic.
like our strat this whole campaign has been go straight to the boss and just flail until we beat him. No reason we can't just do that here again.
Yeah, how could that plan go wrong?
Worked so far.
Yeah.
One thing's for sure, I'm not asking the queen for anything else. It didn't go well last time for people, so.
No.
Yes. Yeah, we got about in
No
game a
decision
month
to
and a
turn into a
half.
Bandersnatch or like that.
So
Well,
yeah, I would think.
Don't look at me.
Yeah, if we were to try to like just like go to the Plane of Pastor like somehow via the temple or whatever, it's like it'd be better to either weaken the chains beforehand or like find like something like an artifact powerful enough to like sunder them or something, you know, like One Ring style, like destroy it or whatever. And I don't know if that would mean fighting the Titans beforehand separately or
We should plan for. Our plan A should be trying to purify them. We would need to find something that would be capable of purifying them from this corrupted state that they're in. That I feel like would be a good plan A. But plan B would be nuking them. Because if we can't fix the corruption, then we have to cut it out.
sure, we can always go to the temple and find a Mirror Knight again. We're much stronger and more capable than we were the last time we were there. And going there on purpose would be an aid too, instead of ending up there as a surprise.
What?
You think that you could try to purify them?
I mean, it would be.
If you just destroy them, won't it lead to weakness again in that domain, in their area where they are? Such as with the Summer King missing? For some other outside force to leap in a la Orcus?
Apt. The power of a realm when a void occurs, is filled. Very apt. Like with this Orcus that raised. He took some of death with him when it came. All the other gods of death became a little weaker, sharing the power. Yes, purity. Purity. My daughter, the Virgin Mother, is the goddess of purity.
Give it up.
Would she possibly know of a way we could purify a being such as a Titan to restore it to its previous state?
It's possible, but unlikely because of the flame magic. But there is another. As I said, domains can be shared. Have you ever been to the Blade Desert?
Have I ever been
Have
to the
we?
Blade Desert?
Yeah, we have.
Have I? Is that a 20?
Yeah.
I don't even know what I was rolling.
Go for it. Yeah.
I rolled a 20.
The Blade Desert. The Blade Desert is the
BFF,
domain
Lord
of Maladek, the Forgotten King. But it is also,
Strong's BFF, especially.
I would see your character being there because there is a druid grove there that is known as the Grove of the First Trees. The First Trees.
A pilgrimage.
Of
I've been on
Golisy,
that already.
right? The root of all start of forests is
Is there
there.
another side quest?
In the center of the Blade Desert is an uncorrupted grove.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Powerful. The oldest trees live there.
Gorilla.
I can see you maybe
I went on a
He was.
pilgrimage
Yes.
when I was an adventurer. Like, I could see it having gone there to commune with the trees.
The CI roam all across the Blade Desert. They have free range. Maladok the Forgotten King pays them no mind, and they are under his protection.
Okay.
Which is odd because they're centaur pacifists, and he is not. So it's believed that he owes them a great debt. You do remember at the center of the grove rests a figure under glass, a sleeping goddess.
Okay.
That was a sound.
The goddess's name is Lifa.
Lifa?
She is known Lif, A. She is known as the Martyr of White. Martyr in White, goddess of good, blessings, peace, and purity. So that's what you know on there. The rest of you have been there before, and she says there is a city in the Blade Desert. A city simply known as, I'll pull up my thing. Oh god. Rudin. In the city of Rudin, there is a temple. In that temple, there is a statue of the goddess Lifa. That statue, laying in the center, holds in it a staff made of unicorn horn.
Runin wasn't the city we went to. Was
Yeah,
it was.
it was.
Whoop. All right.
That's-
We're in that temple.
That staff is known to have the magical power to purify the dead. If you were able to slay or weaken them to such an extent that they could be purified, if anything could do it, that staff. Because my daughter could not accompany you. But you would have to get that staff. And Maladek, the Forgotten King, is not known for giving things freely. He has a soul older than I.
Well, he's given us so much before.
Yes.
I'm sure he'd be happy to
Grandson.
do so again.
Yeah, we did the whole heist in the city. What if she was there too? We just kept passing her in the streets, not knowing who she was while we were planning that whole thing.
Who?
You.
Me? I wouldn't have been there. I wouldn't have been there in that timing. I would have gone hundreds of years ago.
Right. It's not great for me, but I would like to insight on the queen about. She keeps saying her daughter can't or isn't able to. Find out if that's true or if she's just.
Roll an insight.
Not bad, actually. 19.
19. DC was 18. She says her daughter can't. You feel like there's a little bit of mistruth there.
I'm gonna assume she just won't let her. It's too dangerous.
Right.
Their current position.
Got in one. Is there anything else I can help you with? My knowledge is more limited. I can suggest. I can point. But I do not know if I'm right. And I fear if I give you too much guidance, I may influence the future against myself. I say just kill them all. I'll deal with a new fire god. They're all the same. Passion. They burn themselves out.
Sounds right. Well,
Isn't that right, fisherman? Weren't you there near the end? During the Blight of Burn?
I don't know yet.
It hasn't happened yet. I don't know. As I recall, yes, I was there and burned.
When the trees turned against the masters. When the winds escaped the throats of those that dared breathe. When the land turned against itself. Horrible sight.
Many innocents were slaughtered that day.
Insight. Is he telling the truth or is he just acting like he was there and hasn't been there yet? What are you? What? Apparently.
I was totally there. Tony and I have been role-playing this crap for weeks.
Ah, okay, sure, yeah. On a separate hidden YouTube channel. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Actually, I do have.
You have to subscribe to the Patreon for that.
Yes.
Actually, I do have hidden YouTube channels, but they're just because some of my games they don't want cast out to the public, so I cast them out to private so they can have them. Yeah, which is fun.
Well,
So she sits here and she's like, "Wine." She reaches over. The
My legs are-
golden winged Kenku brings her a wooden chalice.
yes. Yeah, so you need to take a load off, so to speak, periodically, or it's you'll get sore legs, Captain.
Well, we have much to discuss. So, are we ready to take our leave?
Yes, we have yet
My
another
business is done.
Fey royal to speak to, don't we, Captain?
Yes.
Right outside the door.
Outside the gates.
Well, should we deal with that and depending on how that goes, formulate our next plan?
Don't worry, I'm sure we'll be sent off on another quest.
With my like father. Oh God, what is it now? No, not.
With your permission, Queen, we'll be on our way.
You have my permission to have your leave. May we see each other again under better circumstances. My hedge knight.
size head.
See, I just keep thinking of Sonic and the Black Knight with the weed.
So you guys leave, or
Oh yeah, leave.
okay.
Heading out. I have to go talk to another lady.
As you open up the door, she's literally waiting outside with you, right with her knight, flanking her.
Here, just when you predicted, lady.
As the doors shut, the Lady of Answers looks at you and she says, "We are ready."
I know the answer now.
Hmm.
I still don't know what you want with it.
To know it. My sister posed me a question I did not know the answer of. I must know. We must know. Who is the enemy?
The enemy of what?
All of us.
The one called Rajat.
Now we have a name. Perhaps there is a chance.
I suppose now you want me to go find this Rajat and strike him down. Or him, her, whatever it is.
Not you. Not here. Not now. This is an enemy only gods can fight.
What has this Rajat done? To be the enemy of all, that only gods can fight. That you know not of him. None of us know of him.
That I do not know. I see an end, but I do not see how. I see a red sun on a blighted land. Sand. Salt sown into the earth as far as I can see. I see suffering. I see a summer without end. No cold, just heat. Just the end. My brethren, strewn out, dead. My father rotted away.
Like completely,
Like
not partly.
Queen of shadow and magic, powerless and withdrawn into herself. Joy, joyless. Myself despoiled of our mind. My sister without her tongue.
We believe Hastard to have the possession of the Summer King currently. Is that not correct?
That is correct. But who set him upon this path? who welcomed the enemy at the gate. Who is the enemy? That is our battle. You have yours. But whether you succeed or not, I do not know. Another battle in the war. I do not have all the answers. That one is hidden from me. There are those that possess the knowledge, but they are unable to free it from their tongues. I must be told. I must have the answer.
If it helps, if it's any assistance, I think I've actually seen this Rajat. I have a very faint memory from where I know not. Only that a figure in a green robe.
A similar story. The first one alive to tell me. With that, you have one burning question I would answer. What is it?
There's so many on fire.
But there is one you want to know. And I can only answer one.
I think that'd be how to free the Summer King. Right?
Feels like we generally know that.
I mean,
Do we?
What question are we on?
No, that's not the question. Does that count as our question? No. Okay.
So we're trying to figure out what question. I'm getting hit up about work shit. So
That's it.
What
Yeah,
are we-
that's cool.
What is the most important question we have?
I mean, we know how to say the thing, and not how to go about it. We know the goal, but not the method, how to get there best. We've got ideas, we've learned some stuff, like about the staff, and
So potentially, if we're gonna try to, how many times are there? 4? Are we gonna fight them all at once? One at a time? We don't know.
yeah, that's
Depends on where they are, what their condition is, if they've been turned into those mirrored monsters. Was it mirrored? Was that what it was?
yeah. They were turned into cloaked figures with like mirror masks.
Like a mash, that's what it was.
Yeah,
Okay.
I drew a picture of them. See, like that.
Yeah, okay. So we're only we've only really seen them twice.
Yeah, like,
Once as far as Smoot knows.
yeah, we gotta run like hell each time because
Only
we're
once.
Listen, Smoot. We've got a good plan for Rovaxis in general. We've got. We know the temple. It's a very good starting point for finding those titans. Bonus, I always figured that's where we're gonna end up having to face Aster. Or at least a portal from there.
yeah. There's not just one question. It's very too many.
I can only answer one. Just one.
Any thoughts, Strom?
I mean, not so much maybe not a question for him so much, but if Aster is defeated, are the Titans free? Are they still under some kind of spell, curse, whatever?
That's a fair question, but seems
Thought of another one, potentially.
yeah.
How, if we free the Summer King, how do we get him to, is there a way to get him to free up the remainder of his court? To hand over the crown, seahorses, bands to make a full court again instead of hoarding it all. Or, I guess, a way to cure his madness, restore him to the king of justice of wanting to do the right thing before he went completely genocidal. Maybe.
The Winter King was going mad too. Is that just the fate of all of them?
Yeah, no, the grass skull definitely didn't help with that. I think it was purposefully sowing seeds of discontent in the court, turning the queen against the king because she didn't realize who he was.
If you cannot think the answer to your question, you need not ask it now. Take this with you. She takes out a small book made with silver leafing with a sigil of a eye upon it. Write your question into this book, and you will receive one answer. Just one. I can answer any question except those about Rajat. I do not know. She'll hand over that book.
Alright, okay,
I'll give it to
yeah.
you. I would rather lean on your intelligence.
Does
or her
Smoot like
wisdom.
me? No, but
With that,
Answer unclear. Ask again
you
later.
have your freedom. My presence here is unnatural. I must take my leave. She turns around and she starts walking out. The River King, her knight, follows her. You are left in an empty, long hallway. All the servants have left. The only guy left in the hallway are the two armored figures flanking the door. Or sorry, the armored figure flanking the door, and the Fae, who are the little fairy.
oh, without the eyes.
Without the eyes. And they are just silent as the grave, just hanging out there. Floor is yours.
Yeah. It's like answering the $1 million question on who wants to be a millionaire. It's like, I don't know.
I don't want to waste my question.
Right. Well.
Oh, goodness. What do you want?
But
Suddenly,
kisses.
Bandersnatch appears and attacks the cat.
But kisses.
You wanted a cuddle, you're getting cuddles.
Not what I wanted.
Didn't you go outside? Is that what this is?
I want to taste your neck.
You go outside?
I will drink the blood of my enemies.
Well,
Do you guys want to take a 5-minute break?
yeah.
Yeah.
Take a 5-minute break. After these messages, we'll be right back.
Ow, that was my foot. Down King James
All right.
Version.
We're back online. So,
All right.
Yeah, I think if I understand right, we're gonna more immediately head back to Zorksan's keep to resolve that, and from there
Poison Keep needs a visit.
okay.
en route towards Freeport to meet back up with Rutherford to begin the plans for that whole thing.
How are you guys getting there? I assume.
Where's the ship?
And it's a
Good
good
question.
question. Where is our ship?
Wherever we left it.
Pull out your GPS.
Last I saw the ship was you were sending the ship to the summer court, right? So it's probably
Spring Court?
The spring court?
it's probably at port in the Spring Princess Holdings.
Perfect.
which
I
is
need
the
to go
city.
back there
See
anyway.
here. Oh yeah, that port city that we went to.
Oh,
before.
yeah.
Okay.
I can snap us immediately back to the.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, you
The castle.
Yeah, you get the.
I long rested
yeah,
there. I can
yeah,
take
yeah.
us immediately back. So
Okay.
it's easy.
You guys want to zip back there?
Let's go.
Yep.
All right.
You guys zip back. You see the ship is docked at the castle, just right outside of one of the major vines. The vine is one of those large vine is kind of just wrapped around the ship, kind of just holding onto it. It's kind of acting as like a mini dock.
They've captured our ship.
Yeah, they're used to it at this point. As long as it's not a dragon.
No, he's over there. No, he was back at the other place. It's fine. Oh no, I got a flower. We got a
Speaking of
flower.
that, you
dragon.
guys got pretty rich by now, right? I haven't robbed you for a fourth time.
I mean, that's one way we could take care of the Bravaxis problem right here, right?
The scene is yours. Let me know what you guys do.
I want to speak with Joy before we leave. So
No, it's nearly your palace.
nearly.
A couple more humble requests, and who knows?
You can easily find Joy. He is currently near the library.
Okay.
Just seems to be, he's with one of his knights, just kind of relaxing. The knight is outside guarding the door. You are let immediately in.
Okay.
Is it just you or the group or?
I plan on going alone, but
Okay.
unless anybody comes with me, I'm gonna go by myself.
You'll have to introduce yourself to the crew again in your current form.
You go do that.
Yeah.
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 All right. And my siblings, I get a warm up. That's 2 on the boat.
So you, okay.
I'm gonna go speak with Joy.
Joy is sitting on a carpet. He appears to be meditating in front of a cold fire. It's not an actual fireplace, it's more of a spectral fireplace. There are some living logs inside of it. You hear laughter inside the fire,
Okay.
as if it is a memory.
I'm going to leave. I'm gonna set my staff down, let it root itself to the ground, set my things, take my cloak off, set my things there, and I'm gonna make my way into the room and stand with him a moment and give just a moment for him to send me away if he doesn't want me there, and if he doesn't, I'm gonna sit with him.
I feel your discomfort. Please have a seat.
So she'll sit down. She'll sit down next to him and pull her legs up. I have just come from speaking with your mother.
I'm sure she has many words about what has happened here.
More words about what is happening there.
In her palace.
When we arrived, the Autumn King, the King Lord of Rot, was in attendance.
That should never happen. His eyes kind of open up from his meditation.
Your mother bartered for the safety of the Spring Court's land with the heart of... What the fuck was his name?
Crossville.
That guy. Apparently, that was the business that she had with the captain of the Nostromo. And Autumn is moving into the vacuum of power left behind in the absence of a king of the summer court.
I didn't see that coming. I rarely do.
I did.
That's why I need your wisdom.
It is a disruption of balance. And though your mother moves to protect these lands, there is a wealth of age and experience that Autumn possesses that none of the other courts at the moment have. She said they are unmolested. And we are weak.
I am weak. It makes us weak. I endangered spring. It will take much time for me to grow into my mantle. My feelings are flighty. I feel doubt. I feel regret. These things are the death of joy. I must purify myself of them, but take time.
You need to heal.
I need to heal without stealing memories. The world is at war. Joy is fading, replaced by screams of war and rot. There is not a single country that is not enveloped in some conflict now. I fear if I had been on guard, I might have spared this world of something, but enough of my prayers of sorrow. You need wisdom in action. What is your wisdom?
We must deal with the emptiness that has been left behind by this vacuum created by the fall of the Summer King, the kin killer. We know where he is. And the crew of the Nostromo has talked of doing what must be done to free the Summer King. Whether he can be purified or culled remains to be seen. And it is in flux whether they will be successful or not. I would like to go with them.
You can go with my blessing.
Sorry, Potter.
You go with my blessing. And the blessings I can give. My powers are weakened, but if you call, I will try to answer, though the further away from my realms, the weaker the call. Your character gains 40 concordance.
What is that? Your religious points that you can spend on.
Yeah, so in my game, religious characters, or those tied directly to divinity, can make what's called a concordance roll. I have a chart. You basically roll, and depending on how high, you roll a percentile roll. And then you add your concordance to the roll, right? And that adds to the chart, right?
Okay.
It starts at, like, I believe 50, and then it just goes up from there. Depending on how high you roll is what you can ask for, right? You lose concordance as you burn, right? You basically, you gain brownie points with your divine being, and you can cash those in. Just the concordance roll is kind of your signal, right? You're an antenna, right? So the stronger the antenna, the more likely he's going to receive and be able to reciprocate what you're asking for.
So
You
like
could
in the
replicate
past, we've like summoned, like,
spells. You could ask
allies,
for allies.
like figures to help
Yeah.
us fight in battles or whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Wow, great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay,
In representative of that, he takes a single. He reaches into the fire, and you hear that laughter, the laughter of children. This is a beautiful memory that I was gifted. 2 twin boys, a Mr. Bernard and a Mr. Toast, playing catch. It was given by Mr. Toast without much guard. I find it to be beautiful. A memory of 2 fairish boys at play, ignorant of the dangers of the world around them. Is it ignorance to not know pain?
No.
It is liberating. Pain is a temporary thing. Joy, that can sustain like a fire. Shelter this flame. He hands it to you. As it takes it in, you feel it come into your body. And for a moment, just memories of flashes of running through a field. They're not your own, but much like watching something beautiful like a sunrise, it's just warming.
Okay.
That represents the 40 concordance.
Nice. I would like to leave you with a memory in its place.
Of course.
It is the moment I felt the most joy. And I hope that it will make verdant the soil upon which you grow. And I'm going to give him the memory of my wedding day.
Ah. He reaches over to your eye and plucks a tear from it.
Mm-hmm.
He holds it up. He looks into it. As it begins to evaporate, it goes into him like he breathes it in.
Mm-hmm.
I feel the warmth of family.
He was everything.
He's still there. The hand is always warm in yours. A good memory.
I know that you will use it well. And with that, I will take my leave.
I will continue my meditations. He flicks his finger out as that spectral fire lights again, and you see your wedding day in it. He just meditates, and you hear music, laughter. You walk out.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll take my things as I leave.
As you begin to walk out, 2 other figures follow you.
Okay.
The old vizier, who has been demoted, seems to have a traveling backpack, and of course the Orchid Knight follows you out. They follow you to the ship.
Okay.
What is the next scene we find ourselves in?
Guess we gotta see the ship again, see the people. It's been a while.
Do they even believe
As far
we're
as
still
they
alive?
know, this is the second form I've been in. At most, I missed 2 of them. It's been a long day.
It was a really long day for you.
I made etchings. We're fine.
You walk out to the ship. The regular people are there. Who's still alive?
Who is still alive?
Let me
That's a
see.
loaded question if ever I heard it.
There's Titania, Marcus. Well, it's Titania wouldn't be there, would she? She's at
Tatiana.
home.
She,
Tatiana.
yeah, she's still.
She's still there.
Yeah.
Tatiana, Marcus, Millie, Mekob.
I'm not gonna send my wife
Really?
to-
Mekob is
Stay in the
back
kitchen,
in
woman.
New Hope.
Yeah. Oh, he's back in New Hope. Hannah Drydale, Uther Drydale, Quibella, Merifius, Laerjeth, Valentiniano. Yeah, you still got a whole bunch of people that haven't been killed yet. Mr. Stuffington isn't there anymore.
Give him time.
Yeah.
Is
I'll give them some.
Butters, the nephew of Toast, Centaur Boy, is he still on the ship?
Aren't they? I thought they were back at New Hope as well.
Maybe they were. Maybe.
They are back at New Hope. Yeah, they're all there. And of course, I believe, is Zarbok? Zarbok's back.
Zarbok and Scallion are on the ship.
Sicilian. They walk over. You like as you start to walk on the ship, they're just kind of like, get out of the way, get out of the way. The captain's gonna be on soon. My brother, the captain.
That son of a bitch. I hate him, but I follow him. But I hate him. Someday I'll kill him in his
All
sleep.
right, Sicilian. When he gets on here, we have to salute him at the same time.
I don't believe you have it in you, Zarbok.
No, trust me, I have it. Here, there's. He hands you a mop. You just have to go and mop the deck.
Damn it, that enforcer's away. Have another one, but
Now, come on, Grimblast. You can just go away. Go away. He calls you Grimblast.
yeah.
Thinks you're the other dragon guy.
They all look alike. Racist.
It's like,
I'm pretty sure I look far more refined than him, but Zarbok, Scallion. Some things have happened.
Who are you?
I've lost my glorious body, and I'm currently in this thing.
I've lost my glorious body.
With a insight that rarely dawns on Zarbok, he realizes with a 17 minus 2 who you are. Brother,
But
You-
you tell.
you look terrible.
Yes, I've come down with a terrible case of the legs.
That's more like it. It just kind of slithers away. No, is that catching? Brother?
Chuck the mop at it.
If we cut one off, maybe it'll go back to normal.
Oh, stop. He just throws the mop to the ground. Brother, Scallion, you don't need to see this.
You're going to, and we're going home. Everyone else is going to get to see it as well.
What happened to you, brother? What is this form, this thing?
In eradicating the problem with, well, one of many problems in the Spring Court, I fell into a cauldron which rebirthed me into some sort of orc thing. Things happened. We ended up in control of that cauldron. I've taken another bath. I became a human, which might have been the worst thing to happen to me.
No, that's worse. I'm glad Scallion didn't see that. You are a monkey.
Yes, it was terrible. Skin and all.
This is a better captain. Captain version 3.0. The
So
newest iteration.
then, there were some magical cards we drew, and I shifted form yet again. I'm in my fourth body in one day. Now I'm this, which I don't know that I've seen a lot of these.
Hands? I see them all the time.
You know, the copper coloring is more. I feel like I see more red, white, blue, yellow, green sometimes.
Oh.
Not yellow. That wasn't right.
Black.
Black, there we go.
To be honest, I never really paid too much attention to the lesser races.
I couldn't agree more, but this doesn't seem right.
Oh dear. The lesser races.
Look at Twilight Zone episode with the
Father's
racist
not
kids.
going to be happy about this. It's not your this.
You're spoiled. It just doesn't. It's not going to. You know what? I have full confidence in you.
That's okay. Father wasn't going to be happy with my visit anyway, so let's just make it extra unhappy.
Yeah, I mean, let's double down.
Yes, we are going to double down. Speaking of which, you're going to be throwing your weight behind Zuzili.
Oh. Oh. But I hate purple.
Seems our father is growing under the influence of that damn spirit naga. Like, advised Sessiva before. And as much as I would prefer to wash my hands of him and Poison Fang Keep, someone competent needs to take control.
Oh, yeah. It's something. So we're backing one of the twins. All right. I'll back your play, brother. Don't worry. I won't betray your trust.
Again.
I don't believe Hooper guy. You know what? No, we've threatened him with violence enough times. Maybe let's accept that. Ooh, that's I got a roll to 15, so I think it's a 17. Yeah, 17. Ooh. Oh, I expect him to be able to lie, so it's complicated.
Let me see. What is his? Does he have deception?
Southern culture is lying to each other, but no one's good at distinguishing lies.
History and nature his primaries. God damn it, man! Why do you not have deception? That's a
That explains
16.
a lot, really.
That's a 16.
It's like that Key and Peele sketch. A con man can't fool a con man, another con man.
Yeah, it's a good lie. It's a good lie. It's a good lie. Your brother would backstab you for power, but you know.
Yeah.
But under the best circumstances.
Just to be clear, Zarbok, there's probably no future in where you end up in charge.
I mean, power behind the throne can at least be.
Yeah, let's
Keep, yes, physically behind the throne, sure.
far to the back, unseen, quiet.
All right.
Relax. You're still our family. Put you ahead of most.
That's fine. At least my blood's purer now.
No offense.
Would you like to take a dip in the cauldron?
Well, that's pass. That's pass, brother. Anyway, looking good. Looking real leggy there. And I'm gonna go.
Yeah, you're going to confirm I'm who I am. Unless you'd like to lose your arms and gain some legs instead.
You know what, brother? It's good to see you again. You're looking good. You're looking good, brother.
Strom over there would love to move them for you.
No, doesn't have to. Doesn't have to. He's good. You stay right there.
I know I don't have to, but it's been a while.
It's been too long and too short. It's looking extra hairy there. It's a compliment, right?
That's me.
Maybe just one less arm, Captain. Just
Please. I just got it back.
Just got it back. We let you keep it last time.
I know.
As long as he stays in line, he can keep his arms where they are.
All right. I'll back you, and I don't get maimed. It's a good deal. Good deal. May the Moonlit King bless your path.
Sure. We're going there tomorrow, so I hope you're ready.
It's the Moonlit King?
No. Poison Fang.
Oh, all right. That makes more sense.
Sharp as ever, sir.
Oh my god.
So you don't have to deal with
Slithers
You're not
off.
even here. You don't
Not
know.
even there, no. I don't even know.
Say that to everyone, Zarbok included.
If you got chickenpox as a child, Young T, make sure you get a vaccine for legs later in life.
Okay. Anything else you guys are doing?
At the moment.
Raina just kind of
Yeah, so,
looking at you
Raina.
So,
so Raina will walk.
I'm significantly taller now.
So
and I have legs.
we've made some big changes there, have we?
Yes, and we're gonna keep making those changes until we get the desired results. In the meantime, I hope you can deal with this abomination, or whatever other one I end up. Although hopefully we're potentially more compatible, I don't know.
Well, Zorky, you know how I feel. It doesn't matter your form.
I'll kill you.
It's your heart. That's why I'm here.
Me too, Zorky. The wall's thin.
It's a ceiling, I'll have you know. Bunch of you.
All right.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. Let's get sailing somewhere. I don't care where. Let's go.
All right. Out of here. You guys start sailing.
Hopefully you wait for me to get there.
Hopefully you're getting back.
you can teleport back to the ship.
Where is Mobius? I need a bath in the morning.
So the ship will take off after all of you gather.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I bring you your hired help. The Vizier is just thrilled to be.
Oh, he looks like he's having a grand fucking time.
Yeah.
Maybe if you
He's just
notice
here
his
like,
boss got replaced.
I lost my room, lost my library. I'm now hired help for a human.
I'm homeless.
He's
Follow
not
this dork.
homeless. He's still got a spot. I just have his room now.
I'm homeless.
Yeah, and outside of your door, there's now another door to another magnificent mansion, which is his door. He's gonna walk in there, and that's where he's staying.
That's where we knock on that door with a flaming bag of poop.
Yeah, he's.
Okay.
Is what it is.
Everyone roll me an interlude dice. It's a D10. Let's see if we get any interludes before we head off to the final.
What?
Nice and in the
I'm rolling
middle.
2 dice for some reason.
5, 7,
6.
6, a 7.
A 10.
10. Rolled a 9. Okay, no interludes. All right. So, what are you guys' plans? What are you guys doing? How are you guys getting to Poison Fang Keep? I assume some kind of teleportation.
Probably.
Okay.
That's gonna be the best route. I can wear my helmet again.
You can wear your helmet of teleportation again. Yeah.
I'm not stuck with one.
Yeah, you don't
spiked in my
have.
skull.
Yeah, you took care of
It's
the.
great.
We
People look so alive.
Are we doing any more body changing?
I could nail it to your head if you want.
Well, we're still on the same day. I have to wait till the next day.
It would be the next day. So, do you guys want to do this the next day?
Take another bath.
Let's go bathing,
Oh
boys.
boy.
You wanna change bodies again
I'm gonna keep changing
until you go back to Yanti?
or something.
I can't believe how fresh the
We'll see what
captain smells.
happens.
So you show up at my. Don't you have to sacrifice another item?
Yeah, I'm finding that list. Hold on.
They have a lot of stuff over there.
Everyone watch your possessions.
I
Make
don't
sure
have
nothing's
anything.
missing.
Like I have like
I
my.
mean, you can take a look at the list and take whatever you want.
You probably got better stuff than most of it. Certainly.
Where is that? Where's my list?
I got a cauldron. That's pretty badass.
do have an
Yeah.
artifact.
I love that thing. That is literally, my room on the ship, flowers just everywhere.
Well, there's plenty of flowers in Toast Holder.
Do I have toasts already?
Probably.
Go for it.
Perfect. Then I'm
Yeah.
gonna flowerify that shit.
So you know why there's plenty of flowers in Toast Room?
Why?
Because I kept growing them.
Amazing.
Because they
I'm gonna
kept
add
stalking him
to
and
the
freaking
garden.
him out.
Yeah, because he was freaked out because the flowers were watching him, so
Oh,
I kept
yeah.
growing them.
That was a pretty decent long arc. That was the whole heist arc. And then there was the Heartless Queens arc.
Where the hell did it go? Where's the hell?
Can't take the cauldron into the cauldron with me as a magic item.
No, you jump into the cauldron with your portable hole. What could go wrong?
And with my handy haversack, I then turn inside out inside the hole inside the cauldron.
No, this is not Inception. This is
What?
not going to end well.
What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, do you want a list?
Trying to
The
find.
good news is we defeated Aster. The bad news is we defeated all of creation
Yeah,
too in this
yeah.
black hole.
Yep.
Well, I remember the list. Let me know when you're ready.
Oh, there we go. Wait, what's happening? That. I can't look up figures.
There we go.
Oh,
Here's
well.
Joy's legendary
Can you
action.
find that old one? I'm having trouble finding that like old Enterprise note thing that was on here. I have a lot of art.
Oh, like supplies and stuff.
Yeah.
Ah, there we go. There's my list.
Oh yeah, okay. Well that's okay. I got one thing to take a bath with anyway. Because I'm not gonna go to a paladin, so let's bring it in.
You're gonna what?
You're gonna get rid of that Holy Avenger you have.
Mm-hmm. I got it from a well. I can't give it to anybody else. It'll
Only
just
he can
go,
attend to it.
and I'm not gonna become a paladin, so it's useless to me.
Oh, there you go.
You can't give it to anyone else?
Nope, it'll disappear, turn to water.
Yeah. It's like he's got a belt of storm giant strength that only he can use.
It was from one of those riddle fountains or whatever.
Yeah, where it can.
And the hedge maze actually.
Yeah,
Or
because with that one, if you don't answer the riddle correctly, it would have taken one of your items. That's how Toast lost his harp.
Oh.
Uh,
Okay.
Yeah, so I go in there with only the rapier.
only the rapier.
Oh, he's naked again.
He doesn't have to be either. That's the awkward part.
That's where you're wrong. I got a tattoo that gives me AC all the time. I'm gonna use it.
Okay, sir.
You benefit from mage armor at all
Hey,
times.
Then where's that
How does
tattoo?
your tattoos work with your scales?
It's magic. That's how.
Okay, it's magic. All right. Just curious.
Remnants of the animal god.
No. You know, like regular tattoos, they go below the epidermal layer, they go beneath the scales. It's
Just like that. You still shed bits of skin and tattoos stay.
Well,
I
sure.
lose layers of scales.
But do you see them through the scales?
Sure. I mean, yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Alright.
I had when he first met me, there was like a dragon turtle Ouroboros-ing itself here around my neck, and the others weren't as defined, but that was the big one. That was
Okay.
the first one I got. I got a scorpion up here. Got a panther down my back. Got a monkey on one of my hands.
Okay.
a tramp stamp of what again? I forget.
A tramp.
Oh, that's coming. Don't worry.
I know. He's gonna have all the tattoos here eventually.
All right. Bath time, baby.
All right.
Jesus Christ. 27. My rolls are so bad for this.
27. An elf again.
I've never been an elf.
Well, now you're like me.
Do you want to roll to see which elf you are?
Sure, why not?
Oh God.
All right,
What
let's
could go wrong?
see.
You could become the Fey elf. You could become the
Yeah,
next
I bet that
summer
smells real good, but that's not for you,
king. Oh
ma'am.
dear.
Yum yum.
Let me go
You're chunky
to
enough.
races, and let me go to
Let's go drow.
elf. Yeah, go ahead and roll me a D. Let me see how many elves there are.
Keebler elf.
It's gonna be a long day as whatever I end up as.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't have them all listed on the elf. That's bullshit.
That scared her.
D&D Beyond, do I have to actually go to the actual race page and like... Here we go. I'm just going to go to your character sheet, and I will let you know how many options there are. Save you having to do it. I'll hit the edit button. My mouse will lose its mind. Okay, now it's fine. All right, I'm going to go to
Yum, yum.
race. I'm going to...
He said no.
Come on, mouse. I'm going to go to change race.
High
I'm going to
elves,
select-
wood elves, dark elves, or the drow.
There's got stuff like Eladin, the various Eladin types, and
Yeah, I got a bunch of. Yeah, roll me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wait, no, none of the Eberron ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, roll me a D8.
2.
You are a wood elf.
Hideous. Wait, are you a wood elf? Oh, good.
All right, there you go. Your race has changed. You can refresh now, sir.
Nice.
You feel more in touch with nature.
Oh God. Skin again.
What do you look like now?
Pardon me, ma'am. Oh, sorry, Captain.
And I said the every time there's a stranger on the ship, Captain's changed again.
It's either a hobo or the captain. Either way, he's steering the ship.
Is Yanti even on the list?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yanti is on the list. It is
68 to 69.
Let's see, Phanton, CA, human, elf.
In theory,
dragon,
100 something
halfling,
cool. 1 is something terrible. Phanton.
Yeah.
I don't think Phanton's one.
Oh, it's on here.
It's on there, yeah. But I don't think it's one.
Oh no, it's not. It's not number 1. It's
I probably see a strange new elf touching his ears weirdly, just feeling them. I'm like, oh, that must be the captain. Okay.
Disgust growing.
It's like 75 through 85.
What's the matter, Captain? Don't appreciate your new knife ears?
Ooh, wood elves, also known as copper elves. I love it. So the copper tone stayed with me.
Speaking of which, you want to apply sunscreen, otherwise you might get boils on your skin without the scales.
What? Oh, like that Lord Rot guy we saw. That was hideous.
Yes, that is exactly what will happen if you don't regularly apply at least SPF 40 each day.
What's an SPF? There were 40 of them?
Sun power factor. It's like HP and MP, but it's SPF. Spend one each day to block sun rays.
Alright, we're average size, copper skin tone, black hair this time, sounds good.
Yeah, 71 through
Nice
80
hazel eye.
is Yanti.
Alright.
Okay.
Wildly disappointed. The most disappointed you've seen so far.
So is Raina probably. Like, oh, you're not a dragonborn. Oh, okay, that's alright. I'll try this instead.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
Anyway, the scene
Much
is-
more get to the lore on that.
That's nice, Zorky. Don't you need to take another bath?
That's the scene is your guys'. You guys are back to whatever it is you want to be back to.
Oh, great. This will be easier to explain.
Where do we want to go?
Are you sure you want to try this anymore before you go home? Like,
Oh, there's so much to do.
You can wear your Lord's ensemble again to at least change your appearance if you want.
I mean, that would have been the easy answer like 4 body changes ago.
It's not true. Until the second one, I didn't have it. After the second one, I couldn't because it takes a head slot also.
See, then when you go home, you can come out to your dad. It's like, Father, guess what? I'm not a Yanti anymore.
And I'm out and proud.
I won't live a lie any longer.
I've been 5 different races, and I'm gonna keep going until I find something better.
If you keep at it, you'll turn into the first changeling in Tony's world.
That's what I'm trying to do. When I get a title of many forms.
He'll be the patchwork man.
Oh, the 1 and the 100 are really weird.
Eventually just turn into a ditto.
But
Gelatinous cube.
what do you guys do? The scene is yours. We're getting close to 11 o'clock.
Can I go home like this?
Probably not.
That's still the same day, right? It's
It's a new day.
new day. Okay.
Got one more forward because you guys sailed for a day.
Where are we at? What's our
So
what's our calendar looking like
the
here?
calendar? Then we're on a mile 18, which is.
Mile marker 18.
Mile marker 18.
Yep. So right there. So we got about 2 weeks before we need to rendezvous with Rutherford over at Freeport.
Alright, what's a quick 2-week adventure we have?
I'm sure we'll find something if we sail on the sea again.
You guys got a lot of loose ends, right? Obviously, I've presented a few things, even this game.
At least 3.
But
So many horror.
every game, I'm going to give you 3 more side quests.
Do we want to teleport straight to Poison Fang Keep, or do we just want to sail there and arrive with the ship?
How long is it going to take us to sail there? Let's see. Mithridin courts are actually relatively close, so that's not the worst trip.
Yeah, we
let
could
me
just-
take a look. It's so where you guys currently are to get to Poison Fang Keep, it's probably gonna be so by the next day you guys are about here. Let's say here. So about 3 days. 3 days to get to Poison Fang Keep.
Well, you want to take 2 more baths?
Yeah?
Okay. You guys just want to fast forward through the baths? It's your items.
Sure.
Sure.
We got some.
And it sounds like everybody else has an opportunity for downtime.
Oh my god.
3 days for downtime. So you are definitely bathing each day. I will give you this. If you make it your downtime, I'll give you a 3rd roll.
Sure.
Okay. Everyone else, think about what you want to do during downtime. I got
It's
a
blue
downtime
items,
sheet.
right? Blue
It has
items,
to be
right?
at least a blue item.
Okay. Start crossing off some of this loot we've never done anything with.
All right.
I got a +2 club, or giant great club.
Look at the Holy Avenger got sacrificed before that.
I didn't have things readily available at the moment.
Yeah, no, it works. It works.
I held that for so long, like, do I go paladin? Do I go paladin? I don't want it.
Oh, why do I have the percentage?
Good question.
Oh
Let's
my
see.
god.
71 through 80 is what's going to give you Yuan-Ti. But the one I think you want is probably 41 through 50. Or 1.
I don't even...
I don't even know either. I'm just random guessing at this point.
Alright. Well... What's a 97 make me?
97, Kenku.
I mean, don't get me wrong, they're delicious, but...
As you well know.
So you're going to roll 3 times?
Well, that depends on how I roll.
Okay. So Kenku, do you want to be a Kenku?
No.
I have a friend of mine who's playing a Kenku, and he literally writes phrases down that we say in game, and then uses them and speaks in our characters' voices
That's
for
funny.
it.
That's
It's
funny.
oh my god.
Ever seen like a book of phrases you just put together?
That's what he has. It's just a whole
Yeah.
book of phrases.
What is this artifact horn we got from Maladek's vault? I didn't give it a proper name.
Oh, that's
Horn,
this one.
artifact. Works in a
Sorry.
magic dead zone, destroys any magical barrier.
Yep.
I wrote what it was except for like an actual name. I just called it a horn.
It's basically a horn of blasting, except it specifically just is made to destroy barriers and walls. And it will work in magic dead zones.
Okay, that didn't work. I gotta check.
So it was made to destroy any wall spell. Like, it just dispels it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And
That could be useful. Don't get rid of that one.
well, yeah, it's an artifact. I ain't gonna just sacrifice that thing. Mission. Wow, rod of alertness. Not gonna. That's a purple. Let's hold off on that. Ooh, a half plate suit of demon armor.
Yep.
Sacrifice that thing. And if I say something that someone wants, let me know. We'll not do that, but. What did I say last time?
I don't know.
What was I for a Kenku?
7.
97.
97.
Does the 96 change anything?
I'll let you re-roll. I'll let you
Okay,
roll because it's so
thanks.
close. You can't become the same thing twice. I'll make
Okay.
that. Or you can't become the same thing while you are that thing.
Alright, we got an 18.
18 is human.
Human again.
God damn it. Remarkably, the same human.
What is he?
Human
Give it
again.
again.
Really?
Kenku, then human.
Third try's charm.
Yeah, I gotta find next.
Let's see what thing he's gonna be when we show up at his place. This is it, man.
Okay.
Hopefully not still. No, he can't still be human. Either way.
You can't roll human again. It'd be funny if you got.
Back to Kenku.
Well, at least I lay eggs.
I mean, I guess that's one way to look at the bright side.
Go what some other people are doing for a minute so I can sort through.
Sure.
here, 'cause I'm
What are you doing, Smoot, during
So,
that time?
looking at my notes, I have 7 successes to learn the feat Resilient.
Okay.
I think that's been on there for a very long
A
time.
very long time. Yeah.
So yeah, let's go for that.
Yeah. Roll me a Constitution check.
So just D20 plus my Constitution bonus.
What's your Constitution bonus? Because
Alrighty.
I don't think you have a teacher for resilience, right?
I don't think so.
Do potions count for the rare items kind of stuff?
No,
Okay,
it's
I
got to
didn't
be an
think so.
actual item.
I'm gonna use Lucky. I'm gonna use Lucky again.
Yeah,
He's
fine.
so lucky. He's
Much better.
A star.
That would be a 21.
21. Okay. That will be 4 successes.
So I'm up to 11.
Yeah.
Okay. What do I need to succeed?
To get the resilient feat,
Yeah.
I think you need 50 successes for a feat.
5-0.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I got a ways to go. I'm sure before this campaign's over, I'll get it.
Yeah, you're gonna have some more time to do stuff. So, okay. Who's next? You can also build up more concordance. Is another thing you can do as well.
I was actually going to ask because one of the things that I was thinking of was that Mauvais would be really committed to trying to figure out ways to do what she can to buff Joy, get him back up to speed more quickly.
It's bolstering joy, spreading joy. Causing moments of joy. Trying to snuff out disquiet, that kind of thing. How would you want to do that? What skill would represent that for you? Would that be like persuasion? Would it be an insight check for like therapy? Is it like a performance where you're like performing?
Well, insight for sure, because I have a lot of that.
Okay.
And being a considering they've referred to her as the as the therapist already.
Okay.
That would probably be. So yeah, I'm just taking therapy clients in my
Okay.
downtime apparently.
So the visor's sitting right back from you. All right, so I've terrible advisor to visor. It's been a horrible few weeks. It all started with my child. Go
Tell
ahead.
me about it. Tell me.
Roll me an insight check. He's having the worst week. He's been demoted. His house is gone.
28.
28. Take that's gonna be that's 10 more concordance.
Nice.
So, are you using a shield?
Yeah.
What shield are you using? Just ask, is going through loot, so I don't think anyone ever did anything with the spell guard shield.
I have a +2 shield.
Okay. You should probably use the spell. Well, I guess that's not attunement, huh? In that case.
Correct.
So that's probably why you're using that, huh? Okay. So there's a spell guard shield, which is advantage against saving throws on any spells and magical effects, and spell attacks have disadvantage against you.
This poor visor.
Great, but
He's been through
you're-
some shit too.
It's just
And I'm already
worst
attuned
week
out,
ever.
so.
He's literally looking at the person who has his job.
That's
And
Talking
she,
to you.
it's gonna be okay. Everything is gonna be just fine. It's all gonna work out.
This is just temporary.
This is a temporary setback. You know,
I'll
people
rise
make
up the ranks, and you can have your own job.
no people can, people.
I mean, if your ship's therapist now, we got quite a few people who could probably.
That's
The captain ate me
Well-
once.
I mean, really, the ones that need it the most are dead. So.
I mean,
Some of them got better.
I mean, we still got, you know, a gal who
many.
can't remember her hometown at all. We got
Yeah.
a couple elves, one of whom tried to cheat on her girlfriend, and that's still a very tenuous situation, I think. And
so I'm needed. This
Apparently,
is
yes.
great. This is great.
Each one, oddly enough, each one of these NPCs has a backstory plot. They have pursued none of them.
Zero. Absolutely.
How have you not done any of these?
We've been busy.
You gotta invest in your people,
Wrong.
Captain.
They're on the ship or somewhere else.
Sounds like a turkey. What the fuck?
That's my girl.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, I got another item. So
Okay.
spell guard shield's going away. Now I'm using that. 51.
A gnome.
Yes. Yes.
No!
Finally, someone I can look up
All right.
to.
All right. Do you want me to polymorph you into yourself? Can I do that? I should be able to do that.
It would take the version of, it's not shape change, but the other one.
True polymorph.
Yeah, I think it's true polymorph to do that.
what did you become?
Whoa. Sorry.
Because
No.
polymorph does a beast, and the true polymorph does the change.
Let me see.
How many types of gnome do I have?
I'm about to find out.
Oh my god. Would have been best is if this was Pathfinder and he was a bleach gnome. That would have been amazing. Just amazing. I mean, it wouldn't have changed his personality any, but it would have been amazing.
Ugh. Well, I'm Raina's height now, mostly.
Oh god.
Little taller, but
Oh, I'm just waiting for my.
so many races, so many baths. I miss dust baths and oil baths.
I'm gonna do my best not to laugh at you when you climb out of that thing.
Gnome.
Behold!
There are 3 types of gnome: rock gnome, forest gnome, and deep gnome.
Right.
Roll me a d6 divided by 2.
Oh no.
D6, there's one. I got a 3
Okay.
total.
You
It's
are
a 3.
a 3.
3 on my roll.
3 on your roll, so divided by 2 is what?
1.5.
That's just 1 then.
You got a helium balloon, Tompkin and Hill to really get into character here.
That is a rock gnome.
Rock. No.
At least you have something like magic resistance again, I guess. Artificer's lore. There you go. You got gnomish cunning. There you go. And I think you get a bonus on int. Okay, you are a rock gnome, sir.
Oh boy. Alright, let's get that refreshed.
Yeah, I don't have access to the other
Yeah.
polymorph spell.
You might have to go shopping to continue the. Yeah.
Oh, I got items.
You got items.
We
All
got
right.
so many items. You give us loot, but we've mostly been fairly set by
what? You
things.
finally found something to use all that crazy amounts of loot I've been throwing at you guys for over the years. Matt, what do you got?
I want to work on feat Master Blades.
Master Blades. All right. Go ahead and roll me a. You have that Skull of the Masters, so you get advantage and the +2.
Okay. Is that just a D20 +2 and then advantage?
Since you're ruining, you get to add your probably I would say your strength or dexterity to the roll. Since it's martial training.
I can't even use my sword.
Okay.
It's a great weapon. I'm a gnome.
I mean, it's not great. It's fine.
It does have the light property.
I can cast
Yeah, that
Reduce
was
on it,
weird. So I
Captain.
can.
You can.
Okay.
It's a great sword.
It's great
two-handed.
light finesse. It's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good. It's not great.
Listen here.
I got a 22.
22. That is 4 successes.
Enter the Zork Sanders. All the different alternate versions of Zork Sand being spread.
What is Decadic doing?
You know what?
Version 6.
I could, given the level we're at and the baddies are fighting now, I could probably use a hefty chunk of extra hit points. So I think I'm going to work towards the tough feat.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a Constitution check. So just add your Constitution modifier to it.
That would be 17.
17. That is 2 successes towards it.
Gonna be slow going, but
Yeah.
40 extra hit points would be worth it.
All right. Well, it's 11 o'clock. I feel like the next scene is going to be pretty hardy.
Yeah, probably good.
Yeah. Enough time to keep thinking, right? And who knows? Maybe you might. Yeah, you get more chances to eventually. There you go.
I don't feel as mighty.
So far, you have been.
You're tiny but mighty.
You've been a human twice. You've been an elf. You've been a dragonborn. You've been a gnome. And you've been a kenku.
Yeah.
You think this would make him, learn to see other races' perspectives walking in their shoes, but no, makes
No.
more races.
Oh, I've seen their perspective. It's terrible.
You've seen
Look how
and
tall
tasted.
everyone is.
You've seen and tasted.
So you mentioned that part of this title means that she's considered a true fae in the purposes of what politics or what?
Politics with other true fae would speak to you as if you were true fae, right? You have the title.
Okay.
So you could walk in. So in Mithras, you could basically walk anywhere, right? You could walk in any court. You don't have to kowtow to get an invitation to be able to speak or go to any of the Fae gatherings.
Boy, we've had to do a lot for that.
People would have to address you properly.
You get us into the
High-
cool kids clubs.
High visor, Movaes. Okay.
Hires their moves.
Okay. No longer Archdruid. I've leveled up a little bit.
Archdruid, higher vizier.
Is it visor or vizier?
Vizier.
It's
Vizier.
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 High vizier. Okay.
A high visor.
Vizier.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if. I wasn't sure if like if my ears would start getting longer or any of that. Like if
They
my
could.
physical things would if that would change.
They could.
Goatee, little twisty.
Little twisting.
It would eventually do that.
Okay.
It's up to you as the player, since it's your character's physical appearance,
No,
right?
that's cool.
Outside of him diving into the thing, even then he chooses what he looks like. It's like your ears you would start to gain the
gonna
true
actually have to figure
Fae.
out
Because true
what it
Fae are
looks
like,
like for
they're like
this.
elves. But they're just
So I was like, I'm just spending a moment.
which would be
whatever.
cool. And I'm a Fey touched
Elf
anyway,
number
so
3,
it's like
whatever.
So yeah, you would start taking on the longer ears, the sharper features.
cool.
Right.
Eventually, that's
Yeah.
neat. I like that. That would be fun.
All right.
Cool.
Next time it'll be episode 156 because this is episode
76.
176.
176.
We're going
This
way
is-
back.
This is 175, Tony. Put 175 on the number on this
Strom's
one.
on his next time adventure.
Strong. Yeah, tricks on you. Strom's character has been here the whole time.
About time you guys showed up.
Right. I'm gonna stop recording.